Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Door County Girl, and I'm back with my friend
Mindy
Willette, who we love to go hiking and we love the outdoors, and today we thought we'd check out the Ephraim Wetlands Preserve. And I know everybody's gonna go, where's that? Because I mean, we've driven by it how many times?
Thousands, millions, whatever.
I always look at the sign and don't know what it's about. So today we're gonna check out this little wetland project and see what it's about.
Yeah, let's go check out.
Yeah, something to do on a nice day.
We'll start here. This is so cool. This reminds me of Europe Lake.
I know. Yes, the Hoats Trail.
Yeah.
The old school.
Yep.
When we were up there. Well, okay, so I'm going to read something here that I thought was interesting. The Ephraim Wetlands Preserve. In 1990, a developer purchased this 7.5 acre piece of property and attempted to build a 50-unit condo motel on the site.
Gosh.
Who doesn't try to do that?
Right.
He removed over 400 trees starting at the rear of the property before villagers realized what was happening. The developer was sued by the community for trying to develop this wetland tract, and the village won the case and ended up purchasing the property at its assessed value. And the board then set out to make the tract a wetland preserve for everyone to enjoy.
That's awesome.
I love it.
It is. It's great. So there's no dogs.
No dogs.
No cycles.
No cycles. Sorry,
So,
Jolene can't come.
Jolene's
Your horse
at home.
can't come either. No Sierra.
Well,
no
they don't say
Jolene.
no horses.
And they have probably endangered plants. I mean, they have
the emerald dragonfly.
Emerald dragonflies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So wildlife viewing, picnicking, hiking allowed. Village of Ephraim. Stewardship funded in part by Knowles Nelson's stewardship program from the DNR and supported by the Door County Green Fund.
Yep. And I noticed too, it's called the Meadow Loop. So we're going to take
New
the
Life
Meadow Loop. Yeah.
Perfect.
Which
Sounds
way do we
great.
start? Either way?
I think
Let's go
this
way. All right.
Very cool.
This is nice.
This is so beautiful. But yeah, like talking about those developments, you know, like you were saying, I think when we were going to go hiking, we were talking about going out to Tufts Point sometime. And that was one time, I think it was back in the 70s that it was going to be developed. And then it all divided out at the end of the point there.
Oh my God!
And then it became I think UW Wisconsin purchased it, and now it's part of their stuff and part of the Tufts Point Preserve and goes into the ridges and stuff. But that's separate. Oh, berries.
That's good
raspberries.
To know. That's good to know because I'm glad that
we might see thimbleberries too. Oh my gosh, they were out in full force in Bailey's Harbor a couple weeks ago.
Thorns.
Yeah, watch that.
I hit myself all the time on those. At least I'm familiar with some of the plant life. I have been battling some black locust trees in my yard and everything's got thorns on them. So nature's trying to defend itself, and I get it, but every now and then I have to get rid of something that's like invasive.
You know, when we were talking about walking here, and you said, well, I hope the horseflies aren't bad because they're usually bad in the swampland.
I was going to say, I don't want to walk anywhere that says wetlands because I don't want to get attacked by horseflies and deer flies.
But you know what? I just saw a funny thing. My friend Chrissy Bergwin, you know, the vets.
Yeah.
She rides her horse in the summertime with a fake dragonfly dangling, bobbling from the horse's head.
Facebook.
And it's like this, and evidently it keeps the horse flies away.
Is that true though?
And she said it worked. She said it worked.
Well, maybe we should have halos that have a dragonfly
halos
around our head.
Hey, if it keeps those stupid horseflies away, I'm all for it, because that gets to be a real bummer when you're walking through these great wetland areas.
I think that, you could come up with some good ideas. Yeah, we could make little flower crowns and then have little dragonfly bobbers up here so we don't have anything buzzing on our heads. You know what? Speaking of wildlife, my friends have a cottage, Pam and Heidi.
Yeah.
they have a cottage down on the beach road in Sister Bay, and we were down there chatting the other day, and you know all the pelicans that are here? There's so many pelicans.
Yeah, I love watching them fly, but
I'm still amazed that when I look in the sky, I see these big pelicans or in the bay.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been here for a couple years, but I'm overwhelmed. Now,
I think this is
oregano.
I was going to say invasive oregano.
And I have this in my yard too.
Yep. It smells great. It smells but it does take over
and
everything.
The bees love it.
Yep.
Oh my God, it'll take over. But it looks awesome here.
Yep.
Well, so I was telling you that Heidi was sitting out on the dock, and a mother duck was swimming by with all her little duckling babies, like her little ducklings.
Yep.
And a pelican swooped down and ate the mother.
No.
And ate a couple babies.
No. Scooped him up?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm a duck.
Well, that is nature.
I'm like, a pelican eats a duck?
I never knew that they did that.
I didn't know they did that. Now I'm not really happy about the pelicans. And then some of the little ducklings just got away, but now they don't have a mom because the pelican ate it.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. I never knew that they ate those, but...
Okay, so now the trail splits. The thin soil, shallow roots. Door County is a rocky limestone peninsula extending up to Lake Michigan. It is part of the Niagara Escarpment, a ridge that twists around Michigan and continues on to form Niagara Falls. The bedrock...
Wow, you can hardly read that.
I know. The bedrock of the peninsula is not far below the surface. In some places, only a few inches, and in other places, several feet. Often trees don't have enough soil to properly anchor themselves. They survive, however, by establishing a root system that is broad, and cedars anchor themselves in this way, and by, I can't really read right here, and this is something against each other, and they must butt up against each other in the winds, unless someone cuts down their neighbors, as in this park. So when the winds are too great, they manage to survive, take a hike and see what can happen. Something like that. I can't really read it all. It's kind of faded.
Yeah, it's faded.
Yeah, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was one of the comments online, was that it's too bad that they haven't maintained the interpretive signs. But well, I just love these old cedar.
I know. Lots of cedars. And I guess, again, if people don't know about cedar trees like it moist. And this has been a really dry summer. We haven't hardly had any rain, and this is considered a wetland, and look at how dry it is in here.
And no bugs whatsoever right now.
Not a mosquito in sight.
Right.
Which is
shocking.
I love it, but you can tell that nature is going to have a trouble.
I was going to say, I'm still wearing the fly spray from my horse from today. Oh, here's another one.
I've also
End of trail, things to see here. First, in front of you are two beautiful eastern or northern white pine trees, Pinus strobus. At one time, Door County was covered with forests containing these evergreens, some measuring 4 feet or more in diameter. Wow. From about 1840 to 1890, the forests were cut to provide lumber for the growth of cities such as Milwaukee and Chicago. Lumbermen must have overlooked these two large trees over to your right.
I think it's these two.
Oh,
this one.
Okay. So this would be turned this way. Got it. Over to your right, where was I? Over to your right, with their shallow root systems that have been uprooted by windstorms, with time these trees will decay and become swamp soil. Also on your right, you can see numerous pileated woodpecker.
I know some people say pileated,
I know.
sometimes like pileated.
Whatever.
What do you say?
Tomato, I don't know. I just try to say it. Holes in several trees. These spectacular woodpeckers usually make a hole that has a rectangular or oblong shape. Instead of a peck, pileated woodpeckers make a whomp, whomp, whomp sound.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's like me imitating the screaming goat at work.
I love when I see a pileated woodpecker.
They especially like carpenter ants. Adult birds measure 16 to 18 inches in length and have wingspans of about 30 inches. They are rather secretive, so if you see one, take a real good look. By the way, the wooden pileated woodpecker on the tree is life-size.
I don't see it.
Oh, maybe they
someone
put
stole the pileated woodpecker.
This isn't part of the... Okay, so that's That's private property, that sign, so please stay on the trail.
Okay. Well, that's
So
nice
are we
that they
allowed
let
to
us
stay
do
on the
it.
trail? End of the trail.
Oh, end
Things
of the
to see
trail.
here.
So should we go the other way?
I think so.
Let's go the other
Yeah.
way. This was the mini trail.
I guess so.
If you're looking for a strenuous trail, this is not this one.
You know, but this is something nice for like when you're introducing your kids to
Right.
trails.
Easy to do,
Yeah.
not hills. You know, and they like jumping over logs.
Oh, they do, totally.
And they like doing, like, climbing on a stump or
Yep.
whatever.
You know what's another trail that I just went on this winter the first time is the one over by just south of Bailey's Harbor. I can't think of the name of it, but it's where we used to go. We used to go get the schmelting. Did we lose the trail? I think we lost the trail. I think we're supposed to go back this way, because that's a deer trail.
What? I'm lost.
I think we took a left turn.
That can't be the trail. That can't be it.
Well, I think that there was another branch off this way before when we, remember it said closed this way? Yeah, here it is.
We're lost on the mini trail. Don't go hiking with Mindy and I.
But do you remember, is it Hibbert's Creek that crosses over just south of Maxwell and Braes and all that?
Yeah.
They put in a little nature walk there that's about like the same length as this. And it's so cute because you go through this field and then you come back down to this babbling brook. And it's gorgeous. We were there in the winter time.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah.
I sometimes think that it's better for me to check them out in the winter, you know, when there's not a lot of people around.
Yep.
But, you know, because you can still hike the trails.
Yep.
And I can bring my dog then.
Yeah.
Not everybody freaks out if you bring your dog.
Yeah.
You know,
And also in the winter time, all the delicate foliage and stuff like that, you're not worried about trampling on something inadvertently.
and I know my plants.
Oh, here's another one.
Lily of the Valley.
Cedars like our wetlands.
Yep,
You've got your glasses on. I can't
So the northern
even.
white cedar played an important role in the economy of this area, also called Eastern Arborvita. Cedar trees are adapted to swamps and alkaline soil. Early settlers cut and sold cedars as fence posts and later made shingles from this resinous and aromatic wood. Cedar wood is rot resistant and its resin repels insects. Hey, I didn't know that. Perfect for closets and chests. Around 1535, it was discovered that tea prepared from the leaves of cedar trees could be consumed by sailors on ocean-going vessels to prevent scurvy. Cedar leaves are now known to be rich in vitamin C. Now everybody's going to start chewing on trees. The lightweight, easily split wood was used by Native Americans for canoe frames and the shredded bark to start fires. God, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
That is so cool. I'm like learning things all the time when I do these episodes.
I love these little interpretive signs that they have.
Bridge.
Oh,
because when it gets wet, you need to cross the bridge, I bet.
right, I bet.
Yeah, I like the little signs. I know the kids are always like, nobody reads the signs. Don't stop and read the signs. I go, well, the whole point of us being here is to learn about where we are. Here's another memorial.
In memory of Byrne and Clayton Westfall. Oh, here's another one. Hanukkah, you walk right by
Oh, I
it.
didn't even see it.
Trees, water, and wetlands. Yeah, I can't
read that
we
one,
can't,
too.
yeah.
That's too faint. Sorry,
That's-
people. You're going to have to come on the hike and read it yourself with your magnifying glass.
Or donate to the Green Fund or whatever it is then, and
Yes,
maybe
do.
they can, whoops, sorry.
So I can, in here, all the fallen cedar trees in here. Look at them all. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I wonder if there was like a windstorm. Because these are branches. And that's a pine.
And then there's a lone maple in amongst all of them.
Yeah, and this is a pine that fell.
That's an old maple too.
Yeah. Well, I kind
How
of have
odd.
a feeling that that was a very short trail. It can't be the whole trail.
Nope, I think that's it.
That's it?
Well, that's a nice little trail, you know, for an older person, you know, to take, or a little young person.
To get some fresh air. It would be nice
Yep.
just to go in and sit down and have a picnic.
Yep.
You get a little sunshine in here.
I can't believe we are not being inundated with bugs.
And people. There's nobody here.
I never see, I mean,
Why don't you go read that one?
yeah, no
Mindy?
thanks.
Go, get in there.
I double dog dare you.
No thanks. I'll probably get poison ivy. First time in my life. I'm one of those, I'll stay on the
Speaking
trail.
of poison ivy, yeah, there's definitely a lot of poison ivy around here.
I'm always that stay
on the trail
kind of girl.
Oh, and there's another faded one.
And then I'm looking here, and there's like some
Raspberries.
Little thimbleberries.
Yeah, these aren't the
raspberries.
thimbleberries. They're definitely raspberries.
Oh yeah, I see a whole bunch.
Mhm.
Yeah, wasn't it a good year?
Oh my
for
gosh, I was
raspberries?
babysitting a couple weeks ago for this large family over on the east side, over by where we were just talking about that little trail, and the thimbleberries were just massive. There were so many,
so weird
and
because it hasn't
we had the
been
kids.
rainy.
I know, but the kids were all out there picking them and eating them, and yeah, it was fun. And we built a little fort in the woods, just putting trees up, little branches up and stuff. It was cute.
I love that. Well, this is a small trail, but it doesn't
Yep.
mean you can't come here and just do, because you know, you can come to Door County and hike all different trails and say, I did them all, or you want to hike them all. You know how people do want to do all the parks
Right.
in the country? You could say you did all the parks in Door County, all
Yep.
the little mini trails.
All the little
there's
mini
a
trails.
mosquito.
Ooh, speaking of that.
It's the only mosquito in the park. Don't worry, I saved you.
Thank you.
Anyway, well, that was a short little episode, but this is cute, and I think it would be great for like first-timer kids, like you said.
Definitely.
Like I'd bring a toddler here, no problem.
Easily.
Let them run.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl, and Mindy and I will probably do a couple other episodes in the future of cool places like Hibbard Creek or something. Yeah. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of the page, and you'll learn a little bit more about Door County from us. So I'll see you next time. Bye. But I gotta go. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
It's going to be a great night. Can't wait to go to the island tomorrow. Woohoo!
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.